being straight. I want to talk a little bit about LSD and how it. I guess my question is, if you didn't take it, would we not have some of the some songs? I mean, do you think you couldn't create certain songs if you weren't on it? If you didn't experiment, take a trip, as it were?
Never affected me in the slightest.
I was with my girlfriend and we dropped some acid together. You can say this now, who's going to arrest me? And we dropped some acid together and it was really beautiful and you know, and love and making love and everything and all that kind of stuff. And I had sort of flashes of wonderful inspiration. I wrote it all down on a pad. I'd prepared that this would happen, you know, it would be so wonderful. I write it all down. And anyway, you know, the next day I looked at it was just completely rubbish. But it didn't matter because I don't regret any of those. I don't regret any of those things. They're great. It's great, all that. I loved all that.
I'm not pointing a finger.
I know you're right. I think the songs would have, some other songs would have got done anyway. But I think it did, for certain artists, it did influence things for us.
Yeah, absolutely. But what it did, or at least I think what it did, we did record once. I don't know if we were on acid or maybe a little smoke, I'm not sure, but we did record something that we thought, whoa, oh, great. We showed up the next day and said, play back that, let's just do it. And the producer wouldn't let us hear it, it was so bad. But what it does, I think, while you're performing, it gives you the ambition, and you hear things in your mind and your soul, and it gives you the ambition to try and get there when you're straight. Mm-hmm. I think that's where it's useful.
Yes.
Yeah.
First time I met Tim Leary, he said, "You're coming up to the ranch, John. It's going to be great." I said, "Tim, you're a great friend. I'm at you after Disneyland." And that's where I went.
So did Alice in Wonderland.
I went to the ranch. So did Mike and a couple of us. Yeah. I was never even offered it, as a matter of fact. And I had the loveliest weekend with Tim and his family. And there was a commune that he had outside of LA, and they were all very beautiful, very pretty. The boys and the girls, they were all lovely. And it was just great. Yeah, it was a lovely, lovely weekend. He was a great man, wasn't he? He was a lovely man.
Lovely man, yeah. But I had a choice. It was like Timothy Leary, you have now. It's true. They went over to Tim's place.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Did you see Graham swimming through the grotto? I wanted to, we briefly touched upon some of the album art over some of these past sessions, but was there a conscious decision never to be photographed for an album cover and then try to top each one, and of course the big gatefold sleeves and everything? What was the decision to keep that going and not be photographed?
I think a big learning experience for us was when we did the last Beatles tour that they did in England. They did one more in America. And we saw what that mega fame did to your life. You know, and they literally took their life in their own hands if they walked out in the street. A couple of times when we were on tour with them, we were mistaken, I was mistaken once for one of them. And you get 12 little girls hysterical on you, and that can kill you. And so they had to hide all their life, all the time. And we decided there was I don't know that we sat down and decided, but it turned out that we always backed off from that last big step of giving yourself, your personal self, over for your career. We always just, that's far enough. I think
I think we never went to be celebrities, and a lot of the time we didn't even have a press agent. But we were, there is a photograph of us on the back of Days of Future Past.
Yeah.
There's photographs of us on the back of In Search of the Lost Chord. It wasn't something that we resisted. But I think the music was more important. We just didn't, it was more important than the personalities, and we weren't looking for celebrity.
And Days of Future Past.
I think it held us in good stead, actually, the fact that we did.
Yeah.
And it was I'm sorry, Graham.
And they did one time, they did tell us that we had to have photographs of ourselves. I can't even remember which album. There was one where we did all the baby photographs.
Yeah, okay. I think an octave as well they wanted us to, so we did it backwards. we were walking away.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
But and so it was a complete audio-visual concept, basically, what you were presenting.
Oh yeah, yes, very important. Yeah, the visual part of it and the sleeves, of course.
I mean, we always had gatefold sleeves, even though there's only one album, so you could clean your grass. True.
We used to have.
So despite having a little bit of anonymity, though, you did have some situations, John, the time you come home and folks are on your lawn, the guy in San Antonio. Did that, I know you've talked about that story, but did you then, close the door, talk to the wife, say, okay, we gotta either put up a big fence, we gotta get security? Did you guys ever get scared at some of those examples that I pointed out?
I suppose you do, really. But I think you put all those things at the back of your mind, and you can't worry about everything, and get on with your life. I think also, just go back to the sleeves, for me, music is an illusion. Everybody listens to different things when they listen to a song or listen to a piece of music, and for me the artwork was an integral part of that, where everyone could look at the artwork and think about different things, what it conjures up to them, and little journeys they want to make, looking at all the artwork. And I look at the artwork now and I think, they've got so many different stories in each piece of artwork of the Moody Blues albums. And Phil Travis was the guy who did all that painting, and he did a great job. He did a wonderful, wonderful man.